This is video 2 of how Chromalox is using the CRM Insightly. In this video, we are going to be looking at opportunities. And opportunities in Insightly indicate a pending sale. So keep that in mind as we are looking at the opportunities today. To be able to look at the opportunities in Insightly, you're going to want to click on where this target is. And then you can select different views based on what information you're looking for, or create your own view later on. I want to show you around some of the view that's here. So here you're seeing the opportunity name, and it looks like it's been cut off quite a bit. You can expand these different columns if you needed to be able to see more information on there. I'm going to leave it short for now. Next, you'll be able to see the organization that this opportunity is related to. You'll also be able to see this pipeline chart. So the pipeline chart is showing the different phases of a sale, and the highlighted section is which phase they're currently in. As you hover over one, it will populate for you and show you which stage they're in. Next, you can see the forecasted close date and who's responsible for the sale, what the value is, the bid type, and the market. Again, these are customizable for what you would like to see. Just so that you're aware, there's also another view option. By clicking on this box up here, you can choose to see it as a grid view like this one is, or you can choose to see it in a Kanban view, which looks more like this. Okay, I want to drill into some of these now and give you a chance for what they look like. So I'm going to switch back to the grid view and click on the first opportunity. As you are in here, you're seeing up at the top the combined process pipeline for this particular opportunity and where they're at in that process. Then you can see all of the details. We'll be going through those in more detail later on as we look at adding in our own opportunity. You can also see the records that it's related to, so the contacts and organizations. You can also see notes and files, as well as when they have advanced from one stage of the pipeline to the next. Finally, you'll see the activity, which is going to store the emails, tasks, and events that are related to this particular opportunity. Next, let's go through and look at what we would need to do to add in a new opportunity. Again, as with all records, before you add in a record, I always want you to search first and make sure that it is not already existing so that you don't end up with duplicate data. So I'm going to search up here for sample. And as I scroll down, I can see that there are some opportunities listed, but none of them have the word sample in them. So we can go ahead and create the new opportunity here. I'm going to come back out to opportunities and just click on the new opportunity button. I'm going to name this just sample sale for the opportunity name. And then I can select which organization that this relates to. So again, start typing and it will pre-populate things for you. Next down is where we'll enter in the category. So let's say that this was a heat trace sale. I would enter that in here. And then you can enter in the probability of winning if you would like to. Then you'll want to make sure that you put in the forecasted close date. So even if you're not sure on the exact forecasted close date, please put in a date so we have an idea about when it's going to close. I'm going to go ahead and put in June 30th for now. The actual close date will be populated as you close out the opportunity and mark it as won or lost, so there's nothing that you need to enter in here for now. Next down, you'll see the user responsible. You can select whoever's in charge of this potential sale. I'm just going to leave it as Janet for now. And then you'll see the opportunity value. I always want you to use the fixed bid amount and put in initially what you think the opportunity value is. Again, this is something that's going to change as you get closer to the sale, and so you will be able to edit this later on and update it to make it more accurate. But for now, I'm going to put $125,000. Next in, you'll see the description. If you wanted to put a description of the sale opportunity, you could put that in here. And if you're wanting to add tags, you can add those to the opportunity here. Again, if you click in the box, it will show you everything that you have available here for the tags, so you can easily select one of those. Next, you'll see the pipeline. This is where we're going to add that combined process pipeline. When you do that, it's now going to show you the different stages of the pipeline. So we're starting with lead and then prospect, opportunity, quote, purchase, submittal, order, and post-sales. If you're just starting from the beginning, you'll be at the lead stage. If you do want to move it on to a different stage, you're welcome to select wherever it seems to fit best for you. Okay, next we'll look at the bid type. Okay, so you can select that, and the brace money. One thing to note too is that you'll see some of these have a little question mark next to them. If you hover over that, it will give you some more information about what should be entered here. Okay, I'm going to leave the brace money empty for now, and then we'll look at the market. So you can select which market they apply to, and GP stands for the gross profit percentage. So what do you think the profit percentage is going to be on this particular opportunity? Then you'll see the technical risk. So 1 is very low, 5 is very high, and the same scale also applies for the commercial risk. Next, we'll want you to estimate the expected award quarter, so you can select from those, and the expected ship date. So some of these may seem repetitive, but we do need the different data for the different reports. So please make sure that you enter all of these in, as well as the expected ship month. Okay, so here I'm going to put in September. Okay, and then you'll be able to get this customer number off from your other software, but go ahead and enter it in when you get it, as well as the customer name. So you can type that in here, and then which sales territory they belong to. As we're talking about the project, this is where you'd fill in more of the project details. So which region are they in, what their destination country is, the Interco supply site. If you know of any competitors, you can type them in here and then look at the status. And next we look at quoting information, so you can type in who the quote is assigned to, give it a quote number when that becomes available, and then you'll also be able to enter in the date that the quote was submitted to the customer. Okay. Next you'll see quote status, the sales order number, once they decide to purchase from you, and the sales order status. The last thing that you'll see here on the opportunity is the booking site. Once you have all that in, go ahead and click Save. Again, we realize that you're going to be building upon these records over time, but we always want to make sure that they're as up to date as possible. If there is something you wanted to relate it to, now you can click the Related section and add in more organizations or contacts. You could also add notes here to keep track of your sales calls. Finally, you'll see the activity here on the emails, tasks, and events that have been associated with this particular opportunity. Now, we started out this process with them in the lead section, and then we move on to prospect and then opportunity. To enable the advancement to the next stage of the pipeline, all you need to do is just to click on the next stage. It will pull this up to confirm. I'll go ahead and click change or click stage, and then we can see that it's progressing down the stage. Now, eventually you're going to get to a place where you either win or lose the sale. And when you do that, we're going to change what's called the current state. So if we click on that, you can choose if this opportunity has been won, lost, suspended, or abandoned. Let's say that it has been lost. Then you could select the reason why the opportunity was lost and click Save. If it has been won, then you would just mark in here won and select the reason why it has been won, and then click Save. Once you do that, it will no longer appear on everyone's list unless they are filtering out for only open projects. All right, thank you so much.